So this short video deals with adding endorsements while you're in CDL school. Shout out to Gary C. This video is for you. I appreciate the question that you shot over. So Gary C said, I've signed up for a CDL permit class and they gave me the option to add endorsements, tanker, hazmat, doubles, triples. Is it something I should do now or worry about later? I looked for a video on your channel but didn't see it. Thanks, Gary. Now, I don't know a lot about endorsements. I don't have any endorsements on my CDL. I'll talk about that in just 1 second. And I actually can't tell you what you should do. I really don't know enough about your situation based on what you're sharing with me here. But I will give you some things to think about. A better way to put it, I'll share with you what I'm thinking about as I'm reading through your comment. Okay, so the first thing I'm thinking about, and again, I don't have endorsements, so I don't necessarily know the process, but what I'm thinking about is, first thing is it going to cost you in any kind of way to get those endorsements? Is the school that you're going through right now, do they charge you to help you prepare to get those endorsements? And does the DMV charge an individual to take the test to get those endorsements? That I'm not sure about, but that's the first thing that I'm thinking about as I'm reading through your comment. The next thing I'm thinking about is along the lines of whether you need those endorsements or not. Okay, so you heard me say a few minutes ago, I don't have any endorsements on my CDL. So when I went to CDL school, I knew exactly what kind of work I was going to be doing. Once I came out of CDL school, I knew exactly who I was going to be working with. I was going to be working with a family member, and I knew exactly what kind of freight, the commodity I was going to be hauling. So I knew that coming out of CDL school with that job, I didn't need any endorsements. So it didn't benefit me any to get any endorsements, all right? Now, that was 5 years ago when I got my CDL, and I'm still doing the same type of work that I was doing when I first came out of CDL school. So again, I elected not to get endorsements because the work that I knew I was gonna be getting into didn't require me to get any endorsements. Now, I'm not sure if you're in that situation or not, all right? So if you already have work lined up after you get your CDL and that work doesn't require you to have endorsements, and you kind of know that you're at least gonna stay there for a while on that kind of work, then there's really no need to get your endorsements right now. If you know what kind of work you're gonna be doing once you get your CDL, and you kind of know that you may not be staying there, it's just a way for you to come in and get a few months of experience, and then you planning on moving on, it may be beneficial for you to get those endorsements to give yourself as many options as possible once you go out and start looking for a job. And speaking about options, if you're coming out of CDL, if you're looking at a situation where you're gonna, like the typical person, you're gonna be coming out of CDL school, you're not sure what direction you wanna go, and you wanna give yourself as many options as possible, and if it costs to get those endorsements and you can afford to do it, then go ahead and get those endorsements. If it does cost you to get those endorsements and you can't afford them, then don't let that stop you from getting your CDL. If it does cost you to get those endorsements and you can afford to do it, but you're still not sure whether you're gonna need them afterwards, then go ahead and get those endorsements, man, if it's not a big deal, all right? So that's kind of, I hope I didn't confuse you with all of that. That's kind of my take, my 2 cents on the subject. Hope that helped you some, man.